Good morning. Well, it's Friday. I woke up at 4 a.m. Couldn't get back to sleep, so I decided to make coffee. Let's make a day of it. Fuck it. A little update. I reached out to Ryan. Oddly enough, I went to gently stroke the lettering just to feel it, and the enamel he used to fill in the lasering just kind of came off easily. So I reached out to Ryan. He was like, "Oh man, that's weird." I was like, "All right, when I get back, you can drive it back up, and I'll give it a touch up." Another thing I noticed is turn the flash on. The Jake, the eyes are looking kind of retarded instead of looking back at me, and as the cringe lord I am. And I know it's a weird image. It's small too. It's a weird image to get, and he said, "No worries, I can get in there with a little bit of the Tigerite Brown Cerakote and make it look more obvious." Uh, the flag seems okay. The only one that really came off was the some of the enamel on the America. Fuck yeah. Small issue, really. I said it's not a big deal, dude. In fact, I asked him, I was like, "Hey, can I order a fine tip like oil-based pen and fill it in?" He's like, "No, no, no, fucking let me." When I get back, I'm going to be going back up eventually anyway because I think I want to have him do a full stipple job undercut. I want to get a better trigger for this guy. This is my America special, so we're going to make it cool. I swapped the black back on the Steiner. I had the FDE one on there, but that's going to be a good 12 o'clock with another package, which I'll show you in a second because I got some good news yesterday. After 2 long months, my Area 419 mount is done now and should be getting dropped off today. Um, and probably arrive Monday, Tuesday, I guess. So now we're back to trying to find the best use case for this fancy ZCO scope. I've been trying it on different guns, trying to figure it out. The LMT up there, it's a good, probably a good use for it. This is the Vltor build that's almost done. I got to install the bolt catch. Need a better trigger. I have one of my spare Schmids in the drawer. They may sacrifice one of my guys, lays off something else for it. We'll see. We got the 10.5 lockdown. That's the Suns 10.5.5.5.6 in there. Although, I'm still thinking I might go 300 black. I don't know yet. But we had the barrel. So I figured we can try it out with that, with a can. I swapped over. I borrowed the chemo off the ADM. He now has the Hux mount on there with the Hux HXQD for now, which is really going to affect my firing schedule and all the heavy training I do. But sometimes you got to make a sacrifice. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I've been struggling trying to find a proper place for this Zico, man. I mean, I remember when I first discovered them several years ago. They were just, some of the highest end glass you can get. Something every dude really wants. Super unobtainium as far as price is concerned. They're a lot of money, man. I mean, that's not crazy money. Like that $8 million S&B I traded my soul for, and my CAC, and a bunch of other good shit. But you know, as glass goes, it's up there. But I've been struggling to say what do I want to practically run it on. I tried it on the HK11. It still felt a little. I don't know. I like that Sig Tango 8T on that bad boy up there. I think that jives. I think that's what he's going to have going forward. Going to leave him on there for the duration. And this, it feels. I have this locked down enough. I know it's bridged. I'm waiting on the cantilever 419. The only guns this mount is good for, this block mount, I don't know what you call them. They have a name. This spur would be on the LMT because it's a mono. So when it comes to bridging, it's not a problem. This is bridged, but it's on there just to get a vibe. But the weight is actually pretty nice with it, man. It's manageable. This is a 10.5. with a 9.5 FCD RHF4, which is sexy as fuck, by the way. My first one. I've always wanted one. I love how the True North jives. The anno is it's pretty much identical. So that's awesome. We'll probably SBR it eventually. Maybe soon. I don't know. As far as completing this build, I want to get the bolt catch on. I was going to maybe Cerakote it. I'm going to just give it a few spritzes of that paint and let it dry for now. I'm not going to spray paint the FCD safeties because you're constantly fingering them and the paint just comes off and your hands get sticky. It's just, you got to Cerakote these kind of things. Anything you're constantly touching. So for now, these will have to be black from an aesthetic point of view. But damn sure it came out sexy. That 50 Shades of Null. And that vibes, and the weight is really manageable. And this is with the OCL, which is a bit of a heavier can. I mean, that doesn't weigh shit. Let me throw it on the scale real quick. Oh, I mean, granted, it still needs a full mag, but let's see what you weigh there, Mr. Man. Doesn't feel bad at all, dude. And that's a big scope, 2 to 10. Yeah, this is 9. Trying to get my fingers out of the way. 9.5, 9.6. That is light. That is light, dude. So this might be where he stays for a while. I tried him on the on the LMT, the Rel K45. Bit heavy. Tossing that around for a longer duration. It'd be more of a bench gun scenario, really. Something like this. You can. Now, is this practical? Probably not. Get the 12 o'clock all dialed in. Get the 2 to 10 zeroed for it. Does it make sense? I don't know. Does it look cool as shit? Absolutely. So I guess we're gonna finish her up. All I got really left to do for it to be a functional weapon is we have to install the bolt catch, and I may run the ambi mag release. I may not. I don't know. It depends. We'll see how it jives with it. We'll give that a fresh coat of paint. Those little bits. And go from there. What I might do, I've been holding off if I drive up next week to have Ryan resolve the whole inlay shit and make sure that's solid and baked on and doesn't come off with the stroke of a finger. I may bring the parts up with me then. I still might do that HKV P9 in RAL. I don't know. We'll have to see what that's going to run for the giggles of it. Maybe not. Yeah. So as far as the aesthetics of this Vltor build, I think it's sexy as fuck. Remember, I got that upper by itself months and months. In fact, Scott and Larry were still alive it's been a while, huh? So, yeah, I miss you boys. Where are you? I still have to figure out where to hang this guy. There they are, always looking at me. Sometimes it kind of creeps me out. I might hang them up over there. You know. But they're my boys. I love them to death. Watching over me. I appreciate you. So, yeah. Oh. How's our access? One thing I do like about this charging, snatch, is it called? Oh, there's no buffer in there. Well, that would explain that. There we go. Okay. I'll edit that shit out so I look cool. All right, here we go. Feels good. Needs a bit more lube in there. Oh, yeah, I can smell that. It needs a bit of lube. Well, you put some snake oil in that bitch. But that is a sexy little package we got going on there. I might even throw the HRF. I think I lost one of the screws. I got to find it. I lose shit all the time. It is what it is. Now, we need a light for this. And it's going to have to be pick based, obviously, because of the Sexy vibes of those Pickatinnies. Not sure what we're gonna do there, so we'll have to wait and see what we can make happen, Captain. Got our HRF. Maybe I'll bring the HRF to him as well, have him properly Cerakote that. Maybe I'll pop off the rail scales off the HK and a couple other little bits. Have him properly Cerakote that, because a lot of this stuff I just spray painted with the Montana Black Bombay shit. Maybe I'll have that properly done. It's been, that I'll give him like a little handful of parts. Maybe that'll be what we'll do next. Not spend a fortune, but But yeah, that's sexy as fuck though, for sure. And the weight feels nice. I mean, even with that OCL. I mean, you throw on a titanium can on that bitch. Now this is currently 556, so we're okay there. I got to get the right shims. I went through all my shims. It's level, but the pin and weld hole's on top when it should be on the bottom. You know that, but so it's kind of reversed. Which at the end of the day, if you're suppressed, it doesn't matter. But still, I like to do it the right way. I'm gonna order another pack of those AccuWasher 2.0s now they have out for both 5.5s for 5/8 and 1/2 inch probably to have some on standby because I still have some. But you're trying this and that. I've used up most of the ones I probably need. So I mean, you lift that up. That's nothing. And then we can always. The Sandman is probably going to be the heaviest one of the bunch currently. Get on there. That looks dope as fuck too. A little heavier though. You can feel that little front heavy now. So Damn, that's sexy. I don't give a fuck who you are. Damn. I gotta get out and shoot, bro. Jack's almost done with the projects. He's finishing up the fan and the installation of the switch today for my mother's side. He still has my 2 toilets to put in and 2 faucets, and I'm going to pick up the last 1 yard of mulch today to fill in the 2 flower beds. And I'm picking up the last of the fence panels. He started building the shroud for the AC yesterday. We need more material to finish it off. And a few little tweaks and odds and ends to get knocked out. But we're approaching the official finish line of the last few months and all the different projects that he's been helping us with. God bless that man. God bless Mark. 2 good human beings. Doing shit I just don't know how to do or do well. So glad I met them, especially at this point in my life when I was really depressed over losing Larry and Scott. I feel like I've gained a friend in him. He's a bit out there. He's a bit more spiritual minded. He talks about, things that I'm trying to open my mind to. He's a very kind man. It's been 1 year since he lost his mom, and I know that kind of pain is just next level. It's one of my fears when I finally lose mine. And then I'm truly am alone, So I found a kinship with him. We're very different. I'm very conservative minded. I'm pro-gun, hillbilly type, redneck vibes. But I'm open to kindness and generosity, and I've always been. But, and he's more of a kind of a hippie-ish. I wouldn't say he's lefty. He's not really political. But, there's a certain kindness about the guy and decency that you have to respect. And I've come to really appreciate him as a human being. And I hope we stay friends going forward. I need that sort of grounding in my life a bit. So everything's working out, I guess, as best as it can. We'll figure out, finish this bad boy. I'm going to get those parts installed today. I may get a better trigger out of one of the other guns because he deserves something better. A nice Geisley SDC or something. And the goal is to get, once all these projects are done, then I won't have to be here because I'm opening and closing garages and I'm helping him because he can't afford to pay Mark to just stand around and hold stuff for him here and there. The budget is what it is, right? So I've been helping him a lot more this past week where I can. So once all that's done, I'll be free to go do my own thing and put some rounds down range again. Until then, we'll have to finish this bad boy up here. I'd like to shoot the HK some more. VA4. Maybe the spec word too. That's SBR now. Probably gonna SBR this sooner than later. Throw a proper stonk on it. We'll get her buttoned up first, and I'll submit it. But damn, turned out sexy. Okay. And big ups to Ryan at Echo Customs. It's not a huge deal. I thought it was odd. I was like, oh, you can feel that lettering, and then look, the paint came off. So he's like, he used some enamel. He said it should have held fine, but could have been a chemical reaction that was unexpected. So he'll make it right when I go back up there. And in the eyes, he can do a little touch up to make it look like he's looking back a bit more, I guess. Or just leave it like that. I am partially retarded, so that makes sense. American flag looks pretty good. Yeah. Or maybe this was still too fresh and it needed to be left the fuck alone, and my dumb ass rubbed my finger on it. I don't know. Turned out pretty neat, though, overall. An undercut, a trigger upgrade, a gas pedal, and some stippling would finish it off real nice. So, yeah. And, of course, there's the 43X he did, which is dope as shit. I think this turned out pretty sick. So we're going to have lots of fun. We'll bring him some business when the cash allows, and we'll do some nice upgrades and make things pretty and cool. Great dude. His brother is too, and I'm happy their business is starting to do really well, and they're expanding to the other side now and taking on more clients. I like to support small business where I can, not these big, huge behemoths. Where's your light? There we go. Big ups to Hellhound Holsters. I'm putting that in back here. Definitely check out Hellhound Holsters. They make some really nice stuff. It's a good dude, and he's fast. I think it's about 2 weeks, or less is what I waited for this. You can customize all the different. You can do just about anything. He makes nice holsters, and again, you're supporting a small business in a sea of huge, giant corporations. Try to spend your money wisely on hard-working young dudes starting up their own thing, and not some huge behemoth that already has $1 billion and usually doesn't care as much about their product too. These smaller dudes, they care more. And Cobra Tech for the camera. Okay. Well, I'm going to have about 2 or 3 more cups of coffee. And hopefully the parts arrive. The truck's coming in today at Liberty Fence to go get those parts. And then I'll be right next door and grab that mulch. We'll knock out the rest of today. Probably into tomorrow. Finishing up all the little odds and ends of my 2 toilets. Can't wait. Much taller toilet. You have to be a dwarf to use these builder grade fuckers. And I'm not even that tall. I'm like 5'10", 5'11", dude. But I don't know how those 7-foot dudes even take a shit, man. They must have to have a toilet about up to here. Like Shaq. I'm sure he has custom toilets. I like that Shaq guy. He's pretty good. He's one of the good ones. All right. Till next time, your boy Jake American Peace. And always, rest in peace. In remembrance to Larry fuck you, and Scott Bonnell. All right, peace, bye.
I can see clearly